Happy Friday, everybody. Andy and Steve from WagerTalk.com. Welcome to the Road to Millions on this September 1st, first day of September. August is in the rear view mirror, and you are going to want to stick around. We got a really, really good show. We're going to give you the fades of the day. This is a team and a player that we're looking to fade. We're going to take a quick trip to the betting lab, talk about a couple things that we've noticed that can help you on your betting tips. We will go over the Road to Millions and show you how we're doing this week so far and what we're doing to manage our bankroll. We'll do the other plays. This is where we build a cross-sport parlay, our infamous cross-sport parlay. We actually hit the one last week, and then Steve is up. We're calling it the Millie Maker play of the week. So my winning streak came to an end, so now it's time for Steve to take the reins and give out a free play. And we're going to start with the fades of the day. And Steve, this is a team that we've been I don't think we've been fading, but I guess everyone in general has been fading, and you could not be happier. Your old nemesis, the Yankees.
Yeah.
So before we get into this, guys, please hit the like button while we're sitting here breaking down why we're fading the Yankees. Hit the like button, leave us a comment, tell you if you agree or disagree with fading the Yankees here. Let's talk about it. They're coming off a really good series where they won a bunch, but it's against the Tigers. But they ain't playing the Tigers, are they?
No, that's the thing. They're running into a buzzsaw here with the Houston Astros. The Astros have won 5 straight games, and in those games they've scored 52 combined runs. And on top of it, they're facing last year's AL Cy Young Award winner Justin Verlander, he's pitching his best baseball of the season. He's on an 11 innings pitched scoreless inning streak, and he's dominated the Yankees this year. In 3 starts, he's held them to only 3 runs across 19 innings pitched in those 3 starts. So he's just dominated this Yankees lineup, and the Yankees lineup, they scored less than 4 runs a game in August, and now they have cut players. Josh Donaldson, Harrison Bader, both cut and sent to waivers. They've brought up rookies that will be playing now. Will be everyday players for the rest of the season. Just to see what they have going into next year. And this is a bad spot for Carlos Rodon. Left-handed pitchers have gotten crushed by the Astros in August. They're number 1 or number 2 in almost any category that you can find against left-handed pitching in August. This is a very bad spot for the Yankees tonight.
Yeah, they've only got 16 wins since the All-Star break, 6 of them against the Tigers and Royals. Crazy enough, 2 of them against the Astros. Somehow they've won a couple against the Astros. And the travel, it's a big advantage for Houston on the travel, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Astros off yesterday. Yankees playing a day game in Detroit, and then had to travel into Houston. And so obviously the Astros hold the rest advantage as well.
So the Yankees were looking to fade here. I think it's a really good spot, and we'll probably look at fading them each game of the series. That's kind of what we do is we look at these bad teams that we want to fade, and instead of just saying, "Well, we want to fade them today," we'll take them. We'll take them in the series. So we probably will end up fading them every game of this series. So yeah, the Yankees are our team that we're looking to fade. Up next, we've got our player that we're looking to fade, and William Contreras. He comes up. He's got a bad pitching matchup here. We're looking at maybe taking his under. Unfortunately, the line came out and it's a little juicy. So I don't know. We wanted to fade William Contreras. I think the line's probably going to talk us off of this from being an official play, but let's talk it out. What are we looking at for player props here on Contreras?
So we're looking at his HRR, hits plus runs plus RBIs under. It came out at negative 160, which I didn't expect yesterday when we talked about this play, because he's on a 10-game hitting streak, and that's his second longest streak of the season. He strung together 11 to open the year. He's cleared the HRR number in 9 of his last 10 games. He's facing Zach Wheeler here. He's only 1 for 6 against Wheeler, and Wheeler's been sharp. The key here is that Contreras, he's been feasting on left-handed pitching. 333 against lefties, 258 against righties. 8 of his 14 home runs come against left-handed pitching, despite him having almost 3 times as many at-bats against righties. So we're going to be we'd like to fade him here today. Unfortunately, like you said, it's a little too juicy for us to make it an official play.
Yeah, the books know this. I mean, this guy's coming in off of a huge streak of going over, and they're going to give us under at minus 160. It's like, well, man, they know. They
Yeah,
know it's not sustainable.
it can't last forever. The streak, like I said, his longest streak of the year prior to this was 11. They know that he's not going to just keep stringing hits together forever. Forever, he's not that kind of hitter, especially against right-handed pitching.
So we're looking at fading William Contreras along with the New York Yankees today. Let's go to the betting lab here real quick. A couple things that we want to go over. Steve and I have both talked about the Rams and fading them, and yikes, their woes continue. Setback for Cooper Kupp on the hamstring. Hamstrings, man, those things just linger and linger and linger. They say he's got a setback, and now I don't know if he's going to play in week one. I'm not really sure what the Rams would be doing if they do play him. If he did tweak it again, because I can't believe he was going 100% in practice, where where he tweaked it. And as soon as you put a guy like that in the game, he's going to try and go 100%. I feel like this is another 1 or 2 weeks off for Cooper Kupp, and the selling point for the Rams to cover the spread in the first week, or how they keep it close, was, well, they can go toe to toe. The offense is not without Cooper Kupp. So the Rams, man, this just may be the cursed team this year.
You're right. This is an injury that could really linger for Kupp, and man, unfortunate news for him. And we talked about how much we like Tyler Higbee on this team coming into the season, and liking his over on his season receiving total. I still like that, but if in individual games on the year, I still am very confident in that number. But in individual games, if Kupp is out, there's different defenses that could really lock down on the other receivers without having to worry about Kupp, and so that could affect Higbee. We talked about how bad this defense is, and so the Rams will be a target of ours for a lot of the season, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So just keep an eye on the Rams. The other thing we want to go over, Muncie and Ozuna go over their 1.5 HRR. Gosh dang it. I talk about Muncie. The guy has one hit, and it's a effing home run.
Late in the game too.
Eighth inning. Dang it. So that one was looking good. I still stand by my analysis on that one. And you talked about Ozuna yesterday. He flies over. What do you have, 3 hits? Just by itself, he crushed.
No, I think you might have missed that. He went 1 for 3 with a run. I'm sorry. I think maybe Acuna.
Oh, Acuna.
I mix them up sometimes. But Ozuna did get over his HRR total. He got a hit, scored a run. Speaking of Acuna, he became the first player in history to have 30 home runs, 60 steals. Last night he hit a grand slam, and unfortunately Muncie went over and blew that one for us with the late home run.
Yeah, you're right. He had 1 hit, 1 run. You're right. I was looking at Acuna, not Ozuna. But he did go over. So yeah, those guys continue. And then we got to mention Mookie Betts. That's a historic month he had. I mean, just looking at this HRR, he played 28 games and he went over in 24 of them. Oh my gosh. I mean, hindsight's 2020. Can you imagine if we just rolled with that and ripped off 24 and 4 over the course of a month? And listen, we talk about it, it's not sustainable. A guy like him, you brought up a great point. This guy might be in the MVP conversation. Well, he is in the MVP conversation, but it might be down to him another one. I'm not sure he takes a foot off the gas.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to either, because now he's really worked his way. I mean, it was kind of like almost like a 4-horse race about, a couple weeks ago we talked about, but it looks like, based on the odds, Olsen and Freeman have both worked their way out of this conversation, and it's now down to Acuna and Betts. We'll see him, go head to head for the rest of the weekend. And this one hurts as a Red Sox fan to watch this guy just go off. He had that 15-game hit streak, and then he loses it and picks up right where he left off. He's on fire again. And we talked about this too, that with Freeman behind him in the order, he has so much protection. They have to pitch to him. They're obviously never going to intentionally walk in with Freeman behind him, and they can't even really pitch around him. So he just sees a lot of great pitches.
Well, the good thing for you Boston fans is, he's getting up there in age, and he's only gonna be around for another year. So, oh, that's right, he's gonna be in the major leagues for a decade doing this.
Yeah, right.
Oh
He's in
man.
it. Yeah, it's not like he's in his prime or anything.
Yeah, Mookie. And what's crazy is what at minus 150, minus 160 on the over HRR. It's not even that outrageous of a price for a guy that's doing this. So I don't know. It's something to marvel at. I don't know if we're gonna get to the window because I don't know how you can continue this streak of hitting 24 out of 28 games. But with Mookie, I don't know, man. I don't I don't rule anything out. So all right, guys, stick with us. We're going to go over our Millie Maker free play of the week. I'm also going to break down, we call it the other plays. This is a cross-sport parlay where we take some really juiced plays that you're not going to play on your own, but you put them with a couple of other sports and you come up with a really nice play. It's a plus money. It's plus 134. So we're going to break that down. I want to do Road to Millions here real quick and just talk to you guys about how our week is going with our own plays. So the Road to Millions, guys, is basically our plays that we put up at WagerTalk.com. We bet on them. We do bet all of our own plays. We track them. Monday, we will do our bankroll reset, which is where we go over our last week, show you if we're up, if we're down. We're having a fantastic year, and we're having a pretty good week so far. The U.S. Open has been fantastic. Corbin's been nailing those plays. So far, we're 10-6. We're up 3.95 units. Our goal is 3% a week. So as of now, we're up. And I just feel great about the plays that we have up. So we're not gonna call it quits. We do have our MLB play of the day that's up. UFC, we've already locked in those plays, and lacrosse has been so good this season. We're certainly not going to lay off of those. U.S. Open, I think we may have another play or two today, but we're doing so well with it that I think if we get another couple winners, we'll probably be done with plays for the U.S. Open. We'll take those big units and walk away. Soccer's been great this season, so we'll play those. And then we do have a couple cross-sport parlays that are up. So even though we're up, I think we can extend these units and make for a really, really big Monday. So if you guys haven't followed us on the Road to Millions, it's just basically our program where we play all of our plays, track them, show you guys how well we're doing, and our goal is to make 3% a week, and we think that we can do really good. So far, we're doing great. Great. We're trying to get we can't quite break through the 100+ units for this year. We get close, and then we pull back a little bit. So this time, I want to blast through that 100 units and get up there. So. Plays that we have up, MLB play of the day. We have our UFC pack. And for all access clients, which I highly encourage everyone to get a 30-day pass, get a year pass. If you got any questions or you want us to custom make a pack for you, just reach out to me, hit me a DM, leave a comment. We all monitor all the comments. So leave us a comment and ask. All plays are at WagerTalk.com. I'm going to go over here the other plays here. So here's some parlay pieces that probably off of everyone's radar. So I have a tennis play, Jessica Pegula versus Svitolina. And normally I don't dabble in the tennis world, but we had a bet on Svitolina yesterday, and she comes out of the court, Steve, wearing an ankle brace.
Nice.
That's a bad sign.
Yeah.
And she barely wins. It goes 3 sets, and at the end, I was like, if she doesn't win this game, like this last game, she's not going to win she's not going to win the set. And she did. She gutted it out, but her ankle was hurting. And now she gets a massive step up in competition. So that ankle looked really bad. So I'm going to take Jessica Pegula minus 320. We'll move over to UFC. They moved some fights around. William Gomes versus Giannis Ginmori. And I know I said, lay off these fights. This is an over if I've ever seen it. William Gomes is not a knockout artist. He's not a submission guy. And the guy he's fighting, Giannis Ginmori, is very low volume. This is going to be kind of standing on the feet. My guess is Gomes takes it to the ground. So I have this going the distance, but we'll just take over 2.5 rounds at minus 250. And we'll put that with the Blue Bombers, our old friends from the Canadian Football League, the Blue Bombers. Love the way they're playing. We can get them at the money line at minus 360. They're playing the Rough Riders. These teams played last time, and Bombers beat them by multiple scores. So don't want to mess with the spread on this one. We just want to take the money line. Bombers are a Grey Cup contender for sure. So they're fighting for the best playoff record, or the best record going into the playoffs, and the Rough Riders just don't have the firepower to keep up with them. So you put all these together, there's plus 134. So that's a nice little piece here at plus money. So I don't know if you guys want to dabble in this one. This has not been uploaded as an official play for the Road to Millions. So it's just an example of how we do our cross sport parlays. So. All right, Steve, you are up for the Millie Maker. I won a couple in a row. I lost last week, and it wasn't even close. I had the over in the Waldo Cortez Acosta fight, ended in the first round. So we are going to baseball, and your best bet is today the Millie Maker play of the week. You got the Mariners, the money line, based on the New York Mets. What do you like about them?
The Mariners have been the hottest team in the American League throughout August. They've won 5 of their last 6 games, and they've shown that they can win at home and on the road. Um, they they've they did us a couple times on the run line, but today we only need we've had some games where we played them on the run line and they fell short with just winning, not winning by margin. We don't need that today though. It's a short -122 money line. Logan Gilbert has been really sharp for them this season, and he didn't let us down when he pitched. He pitched against Kansas City in his last outing. 7 innings, only 1 earned run in that game. It was a 15-2 victory. On the other side of things, Senga has been pretty good for the Mets, but a little flaw here. He's walked a lot of guys. He's walked 64 batters in only 136 innings, and the Mariners are a lineup that can really take advantage of that. Julio Rodriguez is due back. He's missed a couple of games with a pinched nerve in his foot, but they're not putting him on the IL, and they expect him back tonight. He's what makes that Mariners lineup tick. He's the, I would say you could call him the straw that stirs the drink, maybe, because that lineup when he's in it is just a completely different lineup. And the Mariners have a major bullpen edge in this game. So with all these factors, I'm surprised to get the money line at -122, and I'll take it as my first play on the Millie Maker.
All right, let's get off to a winning start with Steve's plays. So the Millie Maker play of the week, Mariners money line -122. So just a quick little recap here, guys. While we're doing the recap, don't forget to like button, leave us a comment. We are going to fade the New York Yankees. If you're looking at player props, we're going to fade William Contreras, who's been on a tear, but we think it's unsustainable. And if you're looking for any cross-sport parlays, there's one for you. Pagula on the money line, over 2.5 rounds in the Gomes fight, and the Blue Bombers money line in Canadian football. And for our Millie Maker play of the week, Mariners money line -122 versus the Mets. All right, guys, all plays can be found at WagerTalk.com. We've got a busy weekend, so if you want to grab a 3-day pass, or if you just want to grab individual packs, all those plays are up. MLB plays are up. UFC pack is up. Looking forward to a really good, profitable weekend. And we will be back on Sunday for Road to Millions, and then let's get ready for Monday. We're doing Bankroll Reset Day. It's NFL week, so we will have Monday prop it up for the rest of the NFL season. A lot going on. Just remember, what's our lesson of the week, Steve? Don't overextend, guys. Don't overextend for college football and NFL. We got a long season ahead of us. So that's going to do it for us on the Road to Millions. Good luck on all your plays this weekend. We will see everybody Sunday. Have a great weekend.
Good luck.